you think there's going to be nerves and pressure now. Whichever team advances, it only gets more difficult. But I really didn't think we'd be in this spot, Bren. I know the group is crazy hard that both of these teams were in, but 100 Thieves Fnatic playing for a spot in the playoffs.
And one of them must go home. One of them, that 2022 year, it ends just slightly earlier than any of them want. They're not going to be thinking about it right now as we head into Bind as our first map in this series. It's one that, you know, both of these teams ended up playing before in the prior matchup. It was the one that Fnatic ended up taking pretty handedly. And part of it started on these pistol rounds as well. They ended up winning all the pistol rounds in that Bind map.
Yeah, absolutely crucial. But one of the big differences is that Fnatic's composition is now known, and you get that 100 Thieves prep difference that we've seen before. What have 100 Thieves got in this game? They must have suspected at least that Fnatic were going to pick it. And look at this, just a contact push down behind the Viper utility. And Boaster comes out to default.
Taking a ton of space there, but Molly's going to be preventing a plan just at a default spot. Even the Boombot as well, pushing him away for about a moment. And time is being bought here for the 100 Thieves players. Another attempt there for the spike to try and get planted. Eventually, it is. It is that 5v5 in the pistol round. 100 Thieves not seeing any players just yet, but see now as the horn gets broken, it's going to be revealing a bit of the slight positioning, and there is a trade eventually there for 100 Thieves. Watching the angles, Derek. How was he claiming two there? Pop flash through into the smoke. Anti-flash was being played by Derek. They need to put the pressure now and apply it.
Asuna knows that Boast is incredibly weak there, comes around with a right click. Ghost online, a Mystic's position known.
Just about gets him off of it. Has to run it down. Asuna now needs to win this one, but only 3 bullets left, and he goes for the reload. Oh my! What a misplay.
Staff has just done so well. And now actually with the players too as we head back into round 2. That's a big difference heading into this match. Everyone on stage together.
Desk was talking about it. It's the first time that they've all been able to play on the stage.
And there are pros and cons, honestly. Obviously, you get everybody together, and as Boaster spots out the push from Showers, that might prompt a bit of a react from Fnatic. No danger there, as Fnatic like to hold these extremely safe defaults. But yeah, there are pros and cons to playing on the stage, you know. You're not in a comfort zone, feels very different.
Yeah, that's going to be a big attempt to try and disrupt this one. The players are just swarming through into the crossfire. A big setup there with the rifles.
Style of maneuvering themselves into 3 Vandals to work with here. 100 Thieves so far have been playing the Showers area pretty aggressive. You can see the 2 initiators and the aggression coming on both sides of the map for 100 Thieves, whereas Fnatic are focusing more towards the middle and controlling a Showers push.
Slight angle is spotted out by Will for about a moment. Trailblazer gaining a bit of space there, so free reign for Alpha to grab the orb into Showers, but it is slow and steady. It's the name of the game for Fnatic on this attack side. Default.
They just want to poke out, find where 100 Thieves are playing, slowly take areas of the map. You can see Durga holding an extremely safe position with the trademark, watching any kind of push that would come out of Hookah. And in a spot where you can always dodge your flash if it comes down B long.
Trailblazer comes through. That is going to be spotting, I believe, Mystic, who was holding in that angle.
But I don't think that gives them enough information to dictate any kind of rotates. 40 seconds left, and Fnatic have got 100 Thieves wondering where the hit's still going to come through. And we can tell that they're all grouped up at short.
When the time gets low like this, honestly, it's
30 seconds
one mistake might make the difference. Smokes are being held down. It's going to be a nade lobbed into the choke point, I believe, on top of the snake bite as well. And they've started to get a bit of a feeling for where this one is coming through. An exchange of utility and bullets as well, just being spammed back and forth through the smokes. And now the plant has to come through now with only 13 seconds on the clock. There's not going to be anything to disrupt this.
Yeah, look at the discipline there from 100 Thieves, though. They know not to get over-aggressive and try and challenge the plant when Fnatic is set up. They'll rely on their retakes, which were excellent in the first series, though not necessarily on Bind.
Those crossfires that have been paving the way for them. Post Molly there into the smoke, but they need to start to clear a lot of these Fnatic players who are up close and personal. Alpha here just ripping off heads of the Bulldog. Great movement there from Boaster to try and find these picks. But again, it's 100 Thieves. Cool, calm, and collected in it, but time is running low.
Alpha, yeah.
It's ticking so far down. Alpha here was 3rd in the round there with the nade. Has to be a stick now. Will already onto the half. There needs to be coverage for it, and Alpha kills it again. The diffuser gonna be denied. And what a play by him in that round. That's gonna be the bonus secured for his team.
Just getting better and better.
Definitely feels that way. He's got a showstopper in his hands as well, with all those orbs just been piled into him. They've been taking that showers control early.
This is hookah aggression though, and Bang's using the distraction to creep up short, along with Derek as well.
Derek, he could get value here, but they are watching the smoke. It seems like Fnatic are aware of this one. Trailblazer timing, and Boaster was covering the one side of the smoke. He knew that was always a possibility. In fact, these Fnatic players are absorbing a lot of this aggression, but they've handed a rifle over to Bang. Oh, the shot's just about firing. Durka has been playing so passive this entire round.
But he's controlling the aggression beautifully. And the Stingers, the Phantoms, they're spitting, but that's on the line right here.
But certainly leading the map. Nice and steadily. You know we're going to be favoured on buying, but already you're going to see that exchange, and all the ultimates being popped off. That's an orbital strike. Being used defensively there by 100 Thieves, and they have pushed back that Showers control.
Yeah,
Rocket's going to be flying through.
Enzo caught, and now with Showers control by 100 Thieves, Fnatic have a serious decision.
Oh, they flipped this all the way through. They want to push this?
They're looking to plan for backside, but Stella is playing this beautifully. Both Vipers trying to control the opposite sides of the map. Enzo got caught, Stella playing safe.
Seekers now, every single team, it feels like, is just completely grouped up here. Now with the showstopper, we're looking to try and get a bit of value here, but a free fire comes off onto the corner, the rendezvous.
Great bait.
Yep, great bait. Ultimate's not going to be having anything gained for it, but 100 Thieves still want to be taking these fights. And Fnatic, they answer pound for pound. The reposition from Alfia now up onto the high ground. Timing once more. He's going to be getting onto the defuse, but he is the last player standing inside the smoke. Forces the close fight. He wins out. Already half on it, and Alfia is low, and the random spam eventually finds it. The 5th round.
Forwards, with Durka controlling lamps as well.
Fnatic, really nice stuff.
Fnatic look like they are in the flow zone right now.
Now it's going to be the weaker weaponry on 100 Thieves' side. This half of the map is steadily getting away from them. Last time they were on this, they ended up taking a lot of risks, and Fnatic were ready for it. They were playing a passive hold, like you're seeing, kind of like this now, where Fnatic are just waiting for those peaks like this, trying to take the fight to the superior weaponry.
And 100 Thieves are trying to set the tempo. You've got still both initiators playing towards long, towards Showers, and they're prodding to see if they can get picks or find somebody, find a hole in the default. And Fnatic are just looking... They were looking completely impenetrable.
Out of charges.
Still want to be trying to go off of this one, but there is a molly at their feet. It is feeding them for the moment. Now you're going to see the Seekers to try and at least add that extra layer on top of this push. For the safety, perhaps. The Seekers are going all over the place, and how has Derek won that one out? Seeker was eating half the damage, but he still gets the kill into Alpha, and this is suddenly looking like a scary round for Fnatic. Losing 2 of their players. This reload from Boaster does have his ultimate to try and play for time, but they are losing players one after the other, and it is just down to Boaster.
This would have to be a 1v5 for Boaster to win it.
Players are weak, half on it. Does he not want to commit to it? Doesn't appear so. Just playing back. He could have altered the spike there, potentially into the dust over and over again.
You want to play?
Let's think about how 100 Thieves were actually able to get the win there. It was simply by taking duels and winning them. Wasn't overwhelming utility. In fact, they were on the receiving end of it. They just hit better shots. How consistently can you really do that against Fnatic? We'll have to see. This time, Viper's pick goes down towards B long. That allows 100 Thieves to keep 3 players on A. It's where they've been mostly starting the triple stack.
Yeah, stacking towards. And you notice how none of the 100 Thieves players are actually playing in lamps as well. They're trying to wait because Boaster still has that orbital strike that he saved. It's not a safe position for them to play in.
Boaster could certainly go for an ult at the back of Showers as well. So I think Derek has to play a little safe here. If they get the read that Derek's challenging them in Showers, could definitely get caught by the Brim ult. See whether this boombot gives any information. Not at all. Derek decides to back off. And now the player in position to ruin this round is Will.
Up close and personal. It's going to be the Viper's pit drop down out of Showers. It gives them at least a bit of a exit, some cover, I suppose, if they wanted to try and play through it.
They couldn't get out into the site because of Bang's molly.
Yeah, and now there's 30 seconds left into this round, and the spike is still sitting in Showers. Fnatic, they could get absolutely bogged down here. Players are lurking and working their way up through short, and there it is, timing. Playing such a crucial role. The satchel cuts its way across. Spike has to go down here. And is that spam coming down? That's just the crossfires of Fnatic far too strong.
Player standing.
They know that So 100 Thieves have to push into them and take the fight to them.
And poor Stella. The IGL for 100 Thieves has just been completely out of this round, trying to lock down the other side of the map. And now he's just got a rifle to save. The thoughts going through the 100 Thieves players' heads will, of course, be focused on the rounds in front of them, but for the fans at home, this was the map that they're supposed to, in quotes, drop out of the 3 in this series. We already saw Fnatic win 13-7 last time. And despite it being a good map for 100 Thieves, it's up towards the top of Fnatic's pool. What you're looking for here is really 100 Thieves to make things much closer than they did last time. There's mollies coming out from back. It is tough to get an uncontested plant off when there are so many tools on bind to deny.
Doing a good job of pulling out a lot of the tools though prior to it, and okay. And that's deep showers push.
That's the second time that Enzo's been caught by something like that. His positioning and the positioning of everyone on Fnatic has tried to be as safe as possible, but these showers pushes are occasionally delivering results. 100 Thieves though reading into it and have stacked 4 players over on A. It is only Asuna with a classic in a position to try and receive this.
He's backed away now, playing an elbow. Pretty aware of this B hit, I think, coming through. You can see where all the 100 Thieves players are currently rotating in spawn, making sure they keep a couple of them at least just sitting on the A side. But now they're going to start to come in to this B site. Players are already deep into the back of the side. It's Durka holding, making sure that nobody can push out of the spawn. There's a Nightfall. Looks like they do want to try and make an attempt to contest this one, but it is, again, that utility that waves a bit. Molly going to be stopping it straight into Elbow, and they're running right into the spray down of Mystic. Now the players are low. No sound cues as well with the Nightfall, but eventually that's going to be fading. The wider swing from Derek will not be rewarded with too much still. Will is alive, but their cleanup is there. Nice trade from Fnatic in the end, and that's going to be the 7th round. Looking like his Stage 2 online performance as well. It's one of the things that we wanted to see, I think.
There's the Viper Orb put down to try and deny that flash from getting any value. See if they can get the jump peek, and they instantly punish Asuna. Gorgeous play.
Beautiful, man. Hiding in the orb, they don't give a sound cue. Asuna forced a jump peek in because he's like, okay, well, they could have timinged it. Wonderful punish from Fnatic, and now they're getting right into the side. Stella was holding up close, but again, only the Spectre in his hands. Will, still here, showstopper right in the tube, and that's Alfio again claiming another.
And an awesome decision to ult there from Althea. You might think, oh, well, why do you need it? But that gets a guaranteed plant down. Fnatic have so many thoughts of how they want to open and how they want to secure the post plant. Durka caught them on the lurk. Does that open anything? It just doesn't seem likely now.
They don't want to play off of it. That was just Durka just trying to take these weapons out of their hands. It's a full investment from 100 Thieves. He knows they were trying to save.
And Fnatic have the most outrageous bankroll.
Yeah.
Durka has 8,100 credits.
He's essentially going to be money cap next round.
Yeah.
This is way more dominant compared to the last time these two teams faced off on Bind. It's Fnatic that won it, but this time it just seems like they have come here certainly to play.
Tournament, despite only having 1 LAN under his belt. What is that? What is that?
And a money situation, this was a full investment to buy into those rifles. The 2 players with the rifles going down. Durka just dealing them one after the other.
And this is already essentially game over for the round. Maybe 100 Thieves can recover some of the rifles and make a hero play happen, but they have to be so cautious. Enzo, Durka could be down here off the back of the Viper utility already.
Yeah, they have to re-clear this one together. One of the rifles secured. Going to be meeting a lot of these Fnatic players. Look at this, a full group up. 5v3. Going to be facing it. Alfie again. He wins it out. Nade over the top now. Clinical stuff, just trying to clear the back of the side. A bit of a pre-fire there from Stella. Okay. Just lucky claiming the one there with Mystic falling. In fact, a satchel over the top. Asuna. He's just playing a bench there, and he's removed 2 of the players out of the fight. This is now a 2v2.
This would be the most incredible round for 100 Thieves to win.
Smoke's down.
A 2v5 that they're in process of trying to turn around. Boaster without his molly. So these players could still get into elbow.
Yep. Seeker's going to be leading the way now because they know these players. A bit of spam to the choke point, just trying to avoid it. Flash over the top now. They are into the side, but there is no swing, no trade there from Aston. He's just trying to weave in and out once more of the Chew over the top. Does not find a favorable fight. It's Durka. 4 kills.
And we didn't get to see the best coming out from Alfier on map 1, or Durka over the course of the series, honestly. Now it feels like Fnatic are firing on all cylinders.
The team that was promised, I think. Definitely showing up here. Map number 1 in this series. They've already gained such a sizable lead. Managed to contact their way all the way through. The Seekers going to be helping them out. Getting that added element, pushing the players back. There's a nice little snake bite here. Stellar is doing a good job of delaying. A lot of utility being used though. Pushing them back, and Fnatic, they haven't really committed to anything. In fact, this position they've still got on long. They could pivot through the teleporters, although no one has that space already at Showers. They'd have to be careful if they did want to pivot through. It looks like they still want to try and contact play through, but the Viper wall going up from Stellar now. Put a stop to it.
Toxin screen down.
Matter of time though, there is a window of opportunity now that this Viper wall is down and the Fnatic players, they're just going to contact all the way through. They're just taking the fight. They know where the players are holding.
And Fnatic are barreling through them. The weaponry advantage, massive.
For hellfire.
But it feels like that's been the case the entire time. Oh, and that's just filth.
The orbital strike. Why not?
Oh, it's
They're on top,
absolute
bit of running
filth.
gun.
Mainly one-sided.
You
on
want
map
to
1.
play? Let's play.
And a fast play.
Destroyed.
Flash going to be destroyed. No respect really being shown there, as well as the orb is just hoovered up. Derek going to be getting his ultimate online. Luckily, didn't end up going down there to the tour de force shot.
And these are the rounds where 100 Thieves have massive ults to deny the plant. And tools, you know, Will still with the nade and with the satchels.
Yeah.
So Fnatic are going to get time pressure towards the end. Frankly, does it even matter if they lose this round?
Bare minimum. And they do the Nightfall to try and push them back. I mean, it's just on Durka. He's rendezvoused out.
They just
And
Nightfall
the showstopper.
in an attempt to trap the Showers players, and it's only Durka. He just escapes for free.
It's just down the bang, isn't it? The orbital strike's being chucked out. Not a single player in sight. Fnatic. Oh my goodness.
And now there's no defensive tools particularly available. Both satchels used, both ults used, and Fnatic now have tons more time with which to play with. They don't need to rush things.
Now the execute starts to come through. Snakewise over the top onto the tube, the Haunt as well. Sees just dodged for about a moment. Players still holding close though. What a flick from Alfier. They do need to deal though with these players, and it's 100 Thieves who are crumbling. One after the other on the site. A fast rotation there from Will with the nade. Lands this one, that's going to be going just shy of the mark. Quite get it, but the bullets there, the crossfire eventually finds it. So, a second round for 100 Thieves. A little bit all over the place when it comes to the nature of this one.
Yeah, but the overall tale of the half is outrageous dominance from Fnatic. The time for North America, and still absolutely can be. This match defines which of the regions gets all of their teams into playoffs, which is an absurd situation for both regions to find themselves in. But it started off with a heavy punch in favor of Europe.
Yeah.
Look at this one from Mystic.
Mystic could do some serious work from this corner. Tucked away.
The trademark is just to bait as well. And 100 Thieves didn't even break it. They prodded, trying to fake like they were in hookah, but they didn't even break the trademark there.
I think definitely appearing a bit rattled, I think, in this first map. Got to remember as well, a lot of the members of the 100 Thieves squad, these guys are young and inexperienced when it comes to experience on the big stage, the global stage. With the exception of Asuna, who's got some reps behind him, but
A few of their players, though, you know, were on stage before. Here we go, though. 100 Thieves.
Damage.
Oh, they're just all into the nade.
Yep, and they have just taken so much there in the choke. So difficult to deal with. Still, the flank is being watched down, but it's all down to Derek.
He's in the clutch.
Must win pistol round. And he's been good in these clutches.
But 1v2s are so difficult to win. And 1v1s are his area of expertise. I think Alfier spotted him going into the smoke.
Yeah, he does. That's where he is. They're just giving him all the space because they know, look at the time pressure.
There's only 10 seconds,
10 seconds.
remaining.
10 seconds left.
Essentially, Derek has to stick the plant here. No buffer. Nothing to work with.
Planted.
Back up a time with the swing there. Drop down to 1 health.
No charges.
Just being squeezed from every angle. Has no idea where Boaster is, but just does not have the health to contend.
And you just caught a look from Derek there towards the end as he glanced towards his teammates like, what more can I do in that situation? What? what more can we do in this map? Yeah, I mean,
Relying on the big heavy hitters.
coming into this tournament, Alfier and Durka were getting 50% of the kills. It was like 49% of the kills for Fnatic.
Yeah.
But Mystic has really stepped up. In this round, of course, 100 Thieves have to go for the force. I mean, you're 11-2 down. Are you going to play for 10 in a row? No, it just doesn't work. We'll see whether the Stingers can produce magic.
Right here.
That's just
wondering
Boaster
as well.
spamming off the trademark being broken.
Just to the case of this one, I mean, Fnatic all but assured, I think, that they secure up this map number 1 of Bind. How is this going to be affecting the next map that we're going into? Ascent for 100 Thieves.
Yeah.
With an inexperienced team like this, they're going to be able to brush it off. Are they going to be able to just have that GG go next mentality? Because it currently looks heavily weighed over onto the side of Fnatic.
Alfier exploring out might have caught a great timing on these 100 Thieves players exploding down short. There is no trademark, of course, at their back. And Fnatic, I mean, Alfier with a Bulldog again.
30 seconds left.
He's just been so good with that weapon, so good with every weapon.
Just patience being played there by the Fnatic players, making sure that they get the players in position. And look at the amount of damage that Alpha is just offloading. That one sideline, that one angle, it matters not. 2 players left standing for 100 Thieves, trying to disrupt this one. A tap of the spike. They all come crumbling down again.
Again, both pistols. And then the follow-up going the way of Fnatic. Fnatic have been in these kind of spots so many times before.
This was so much preparation.
And the form looks crazy.
On the individuals, yeah.
I mean, the form question last time between these two teams was dominated by Will playing so much better than he does online. I don't feel like Will's been playing badly, but just none of the 100 Thieves players have had a chance.
Slow and steady. That early showers control. The spike is dropped down though in market, so no real plays being made. And you're just simmering at this point. Fnatic really just making sure that they close this one out nice and clean. Respect has to be shown though as the damage exchanged. Durka just going to be getting out of there.
Blinded.
You look at the economy for 100 Thieves in the final round, and I feel like I've just looked at them with Stingers and Spectres all map.
Yeah, just the whole time.
Have they been using the rifles?
And so much prior information just being given. For whatever reason, fully aware that this B hit's coming through. Quick little satchel play across the money. He's going to be whipping and missing, so kills are going to be flowing into the direction there of the 100 Thieves players. The snake bite on the ground. It's going to be Boaster just trying to escape his way out of there. So round on the board is looking highly likely now for 100 Thieves, but does it bode well for the rest of this? Still, the Fnatic players.
We saw 100 Thieves nearly win a 2v5.
Yeah.
Enzo and Alpha have made their way into backside, and Alpha's got the Bulldog.
There's so much positioning here, but yeah, a lot of utility to try and get across. Trying to play the anti-flash position. Gonna be that triple face though, so consolation prize is what it feels like.
Earlier though, Brent, so much of it is going to be the mental game heading into map 2. These are younger, a little more inexperienced players on 100 Thieves. Oh, losing to a shower scrunch would be deadly.
Pop flash play, it is partially getting contained, but it's the Fnatic players again who are coming out on top of it. Hello, latching. Okay, Durka has to respect that one. They'll be backing away from this one, but they still have that player advantage.
Take hold.
Small advantages like that, they can snowball out of your control. When you consider there's no room for error right now for 100 Thieves. It's just cool, calm, and collected from the Fnatic players. So they're going to be hearing this plan going down, biding their time.
And getting any of these rounds on the board. It's just so important. For helping the mental, helping the morale heading into Ascent. Battle in elbow. And Stella gets the better end of it.
The fight tower being won. Trying to take the fight up close and personal there. Boaster will fall. Showstopper over the top. Alfier once more finds his mark. So consistent. This guy has a quick tap at a spike to force out the orbital strike. A wider swing from them. You're going to see the satchel play. Not many players though. They are being pushed and pulled into every single direction here. Has to be coverage onto the spike, not the case. And Josh, great point, I think.
Heading into champs. You know, we were saying 100 Thieves overrated? Are they accurately rated? From the previous match, 100 Thieves absolutely lived up to their fan expectations. And they still can in this series as well. The next two maps should be much easier for 100 Thieves.
It should be easier, as you've already mentioned. Ascent and Pearls are follow-up maps. Let's see if they can even get it to that Pearl map, but early days yet. Another fight going to be won out there. Will not wasting any time with a satchel engagement into the back of the side. Quick side step though with a movement. Enzo's already ripped two of their heads off. Enough damage in the process though. Has to get rid of that Haunt, and he is being swarmed currently over the top. Cheeky little jumping right-click plays online.
And this retake's coming from multiple directions, two on the flank.
Made to disrupt this one, so...
Plant denied.
Yeah, no free plant.
Barely saw that at all in the first half.
And these flanks are everything for the Fnatic players. Look at this moving in their way. To Hookah and Belong, but they deal with the first element of it. That was Alfie trying to contest.
And they use Seekers.
Yeah, I mean, you got to use everything at your disposal. Why not?
Just to make sure that Boaster and Mystic have no chance of clutching that up with the weak weaponry.
You know where the positioning is now. Mystic is really finding it difficult to play the game at all. Almost every sense of his being removed there with the Haunt in his face and everything else, but... And showers, nightfall across.
That's so fast.
Yeah, incredibly fast response is happening over the top! What a rocket! Avia will fall. There was no attempt to dissuade that one by using his own satchels. Backs and forth. Durka tries to take a wider swing. Ends up whiffing the shot there with a tour de force, and this Molly right over the top is not going to be fast enough to disrupt this plant.
Oh, another little peek, I think. Did he see a glimmer there?
He's dropping down. This fight to contain in the pit. They know that Enzo is still there. He's a thorn in the side of this defensive post plant setup that 100 Thieves are trying to hold on to, and it could be everything with the orbital strike. It forces them right into the grasp, and Fnatic capitalize. Still a 3v3, but they know where the rest of them are. Just spamming it straight down the corner of a tap onto the spike. The smoke to cover it as well. It's a full stick from Boaster, full confidence and faith in the rest.
Sometimes when you're here, I can feel no doubt, 'cause you keep me where the stars are bound. It doesn't really matter, 'cause you're here with me now. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter, 'cause you're here with me now. It doesn't really matter, 'cause I feel